in to another episode of the Streetz is Watching. And we got the legendary Don Key in the building, man.
Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Definitely, man. You know, usually, man, when people get here, the first thing we ask them about is they brand, you know what I'm saying? Or their name, for instance. You Lil KEKE. So where Lil KEKE came from?
Oh, my middle name is LaKey. That's not I tell people all the time, Keke's not like Jay-Z and Sean Carter. It's not like that. If my mom came up with KEKE, my middle name is LaKey, and it's just KEKE was for short. So I never changed it. It wasn't like a rap name or nothing.
Right.
It's really my name.
Right. That's different. You know what I mean? So like your record label or your name that you represent as far as the music. What company is that?
Oh, that's self-made 713 Legend. You know what I'm saying? I run 2 or 3 different brands that I run. As time progressed and branding started being important, as the caliber artist that I became, I just decided to have multiple brands within my brand. But my main brand is 713 is the brand I chose, the Houston area code, and I was awarded a Day in the City proclamation. Also honored by, the President Obama for different things I've done in the community. So 713 is my main thing, you know what I'm saying? And the different brands that I branch off of, it is self-made and Legend.
Yeah, so, with that being said, I kind of want to take me back to your past, kind of where it all started from, what kind of inspired you to just want to do music. Basically, what side of town or Houston you from, the school, what high school you went to, and when did you decide to start rapping?
I'm no different than anybody else. I grew up a music kid. I'm from the I'm an OG, so I grew up on early music. I grew up on Run DMC, and that's what it was when I was younger, trying to emulate and remember those and say those same rhymes. So I got started right there when I was 12. But I'm no different than anybody else that's my age. I came up on Computer Love and and More Bounce and everything else like that. But I was always a music head, and no different. My surroundings of being around music and mixtapes and us trying to rap, I just had a little bit of edge of it on it because I was super into it, real dedicated to it. So I got started young, writing raps, 13, 14. But then we kind of switched over at 16 and started doing the freestyle thing when we started doing the mixtapes with Screw. And then that took off, and we got rolling from there.
Yeah, see, I think I remember you being with the Herschelwood Hardheads.
Yeah, that's my.
Is that like a record label? Or that's like a neighborhood?
No, that's Herschel. People be thinking Herschelwood is a place. It's not actually a place. It's a block. I'm from South Park. That's where I'm from, South Side. But Herschelwood is a block inside of South Park, between Van Fleet and Belford, by Jones High School. And the Hardheads is, my neighborhood is a group of boys, 60, 70 boys. You go through a neighborhood, it's 5 or 10 or 2. No, we got 50, 60, 70, ranging between the ages of 13 and 20. At that time, and it's I tell people all the time when you think about the hot boys in New Orleans and jumping up and down and shirts off and tattoos and bikes on the tennis shoes on the
goat,
that's us. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up like that, and I grew up like that. Lots of boys, lots of running from the police, lots of jumping gates, lots of how like that. You know what I'm saying? So Herschelwood is a block that's in South Park, but that's where I grew up. So the Hardheads that's who we were. We were the Hardheads. That's what we decided to be as we started making our, as we started coming, introduction to the game. We came up on Street Military, UGK, and all these different cats like this. So when we got our chance to be who we wanted to be, we was the Hardheads.
Yeah. And when did you actually started working with DJ Screw? Like, was it before
9-3? Like no, 9-3. It's all simultaneous. As we, started to get a little older, we were in the hood. We used to freestyle and everything off the Throwdown. The Throwdown is it's a regular radio out of the store, out of Walmart or something with the double cassette on it. That's the radio not working in the car, so we got the Throwdown. And we used to do a lot of freestyling off of that. And my barber, which is a hood, I'm calling him my barber, but he one of my G's out of my hood. His name was Steve. He still cut out to this day. He was Screw Barber. So he was already getting the opportunity to make a tape and do tapes with Screw before Screw was even popular or famous or any of this. He was just cutting Screw out. Screw was doing tapes, but he was doing them in the 11911 over there where they was doing it at in the apartments over there on Telephone Road. It hadn't hit yet. It wasn't a popular thing. But my biggest thing about I wanted to be popular in my neighborhood with doing music because Steve and they had tapes. I wasn't even worried about being popular on the Screw tape. I just wanted to get on that Screw tape because it was the tapes that were floating through our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be famous, and our neighborhood was big enough for, I just wanted to be famous in our neighborhood. Steve and them had a tape playing, and everybody was singing it, and that's what I wanted. So at that time, Screw wasn't even big yet.
But he was still making music, and you heard it and just wanted to be on the tape with Screw. So,
well, like I said, it wasn't even about being on. It was about being on the tape with Steve. Steve coming and tell me he done that at Screw House was irrelevant to me. Screw or even there's nobody yet. To me. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to get on. I don't care if you'd have done it or we would have done it. I want to go get on this tape. You know what I'm saying? Because the tapes are floating through our neighborhood and we jamming them as a hood, not even as they didn't make the sunny side. No, just in our neighborhood. That's how
like they out in there like leaning on the switch.
See, all that's after. See, by the time y'all got to leaning on the switch, who's next with Plex? We own now. We've been in Screw House 2 years. We've been here. I got plenty of these tapes now. Yeah. It's 9-5 now. You know what I'm saying? Like 9-6. I've been here since 9-3.
And that was 3 a.m. Is that what a tape too? That was a song or just
that was the lead single for that's the name of Screw album, 3 a.m. And Pimp the Pen was the biggest song on that. That's 9-6. We kind of rolling right there.
Yeah, you know what? You so legendary though. It's just like when I think about all those different things that you were connected to, which would bring you back up into your current days. Now I'm wondering like, how was you really getting the money? Was it straight from the CDs out the trunk? Was it the tape selling? Was it the shows? When you first got into the music industry, what was the focus on collecting that back?
I made the most money in my career of shows. Everything started with the concerts and everything. To be honest, man, I'm a G. I'm a real one. I ain't really started making no money out of no music till I was grown like I am now, understanding the game, and I'm in control of everything. As a youngster and an artist, man, we came in not trying to even be rappers. We just in it and we doing whatever. Like I didn't have any mixtapes, or I didn't have any talent shows, and I didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like we came straight from Screw tapes to getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like and the shows was the biggest thing. I've done so many. I'm still do show. I do lots of performing, but the most of the money came from. Then we transitioned over a little bit as we started taking control, and we did get a lot of money out the trunk with the CDs. But to say, yeah, man, we were selling. Now, when I was selling 100,000 albums and 200,000 albums, they was in the store. You can get it out of Soundwave. You can really get it out the store. So it wasn't just all about the trunk. All of it. Like I'm actually, just to be honest, I ain't pulled up to Now Corner and popped no trunk and pulled nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Like that,
Until when I did, it was because we were rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going down. I got some CDs. I'm at the show or something. Not in the beginning, like, hey man, let's press up 100 of them and let's go to the mall. Nah, I never did that.
Odd question, like, where did you actually work before you started rapping, like a real job?
Oh, when I was 14 and 15, I'm off the porch early. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as on some street shit. Like I did my working in high school days, they ain't not really long. Like I'm kind of like, I'm rolling at high school. Like I'm in high school and the cafeteria is wide up and I'm rapping and I'm free. I'm kind of like that kid. Yeah. I finished high school later when they made me. You know what I'm saying?
Fast forward though.
So now I'm when I was 14 and 15, I was getting 16-year-old jobs, like going to work at Kroger's and apple trees for Sackers and shit like that. That was lasting as it was lasting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But around about 15 or 16, I would say 16. I haven't worked since 16.
16.
That's when work like went to
the legal age limit to work. 16.
Like go to a job.
When you start able to work,
I ain't did that since 16. But I'm not saying that in a bad way because I ain't hustled in 25 years either. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that like I didn't go to work and I was dismayed. I ain't done nothing for 30 years straight.
And that music business is big business.
But no, it's ups and downs to it. That's not always I'm better at it now. I got the whole niche. I figured it out. I got it. So I'm better at it now. So I would rather be reaping the blessings of what I am now, basically relating it to, I'd rather be a young fool than an old one.
So are you getting like the payments from the labels, or are you getting some
I
type
am the
of
label.
deal? So you're on your own label. So
I
you're
own
on
my
your
own
own label.
catalog.
That means you're independent. You're an independent artist. Have you ever got a deal from anybody?
I've had
like
3 deals.
I've
had 3 deals.
3 deals, meaning when you say a deal, the artists want to know, is that like just being independent must be just distribution, or maybe it's just
No, it could be when you have a deal, it could be distribution, it could be promo and distribution. They could be in on the promo, the distribute. It all depends on what it was. I done had 3 deals. Koch, Universal, I done had a few.
Scotch, Universal.
I say Koch. Koch was one I had with Platinum in the Ghetto. I've had Universal deal. I've had deals with I've done deals with Swish Out. So
what is something like that? What does that look like? A deal? When you say a deal,
it depends on what
they just give you money up front. You got to work it back. Like, how does it work?
It depends. I was signed as an artist, so I wasn't on those deals. So I wasn't signed as a label deal on one of them, which I'm grateful for that. When I was able to finally get my label, I wanted to run the show. I run it how I want to do it. I take the vacations I want to. I drop when I want to. I see the money how I want to see it. So now this is not something that I encourage any young artist to do. I encourage young artists to get you a deal. Get you a deal. Get you some distribution. I'm able to do this based on, I got 50 some albums on my catalog that I own. So I'm able to dictate it a little bit more, but the promo side of it, the distribution side of it, sometimes that's needed. And if for me on my label, I'm gonna take artists to get deals. I would prefer you to deal is not always about the money and what you get up front. It's about the experience and being able to travel. Hey man, if you out here, you young, you 22, 23 years old, you don't have no kid, man, go get on the road. See, a lot of them want to stay here and play games and do that. That's the first thing I ask these artists. Are you ready to wake up June and go on the road and come back in September? They ain't ready to do that. You know what I'm saying? They ready to go. So I advise it. The more money, the more exposure, the more doing what it do. If you own 40, 50 albums, control it, then it would be smart to be independent. That's why people like Zero, Slim Thug, Lil KEKE, we're honored and able to be independent. Now, you just getting started or whatever. And I push independence to artists, but I'm not over here telling you that this is a piece of cake, making all the decisions, making the, replenishing the accounts, redoing. That's just like merchandise and any of that. You have to be, before you get to spending the money, you got to get ready to put these, put 7 hoodies back and put 20 CDs back and all that. That's not for everybody. The boss is not being, that's for not everybody. It took me a long time to accumulate that type of skill, to be the boss, to be able to do the music, do the boss, pay the bills, pay everybody, lead. That's not for everybody. So I tell people all the time, man, figure out what's for you and enjoy the game. All you youngsters, go have fun. Y'all ain't never got on the plane. You ain't never been nowhere. All you done is just IG'd and posted. And so go get you a deal sometime so these people can show you how to travel and become more expensive. If you love the game. If you in here for a quick fix, then
it ain't going to happen like that.
This shit ain't for everybody anyway.
Yeah. You got like new artists just pop off in 1 or 2 days, like Sexy Red or they just automatically hits people popping out of nowhere.
Well, popularity is in now. It ain't all about talent now. We're in a term of the game where people selling is more about popularity than it's about. But see, I don't knock nothing. Can you survive this game long enough to be in whatever it is? I don't give a damn what you got. If you got a vinyl, you got a CD, you got a stream, you got whatever you got, I'm in it.
Yeah.
So I'm cool.
And then what else? You being on the Screw albums is like some of the legendary hit singles that you have. Are you connected to any type of royalties to that type of music, or with your voice being all across those hits, is that still? Are you still able to reap the benefits from?
I've been able to reap the benefits much more later than earlier. I would tell you, all these samples, these KEKE samples and all that, it's not all about the money for all of them, which the most significant ones, I'm blessed to, the Chunk Up the Deuces, the Homages, the I'm blessed to, get my money out for. A lot of young ones, early ones, they're related to my relevance. So I wouldn't trade in my relevant. I wouldn't trade that in. Man, give me all them sounds, all of that.
Yeah.
Not to be who I am. Some of it is related to the relevance that I have. So I'm blessed. I've been paid I got samples with Drake. I got samples with all type of people that I make lots of money on that I started making later in my career. So I ain't crying and complaining about no samples. Now, I'm on now. You get to playing with them now. I'm gonna take
anything new.
I got you.
You got the copyright.
You know what I'm saying? I got you now.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying? But early.
So who actually owns the rights to the DJ Screw music?
I don't know that. Hey man, I tell people all the time, man, I don't make money off Screw.
Yeah.
Screw my partner. We came in. Everything that I do, the most money that I probably make off Screw is having the name of one of my Screw tapes on one of my shirts. But as far as the music and them freestyle, that's his family. I've never asked him for a quarter.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay.
I don't make $1 off of it.
I think I heard somebody say University of Houston owns the rights to DJ Screw, and I was like, let me check with Don Key on that, man, to get the facts, man. You gotta get the facts, man. The streets is watching.
I wouldn't say that.
No, okay.
I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. Like what I would say is, man, we sometimes we be talking about some things and looking for some answers from some shit from 30 years ago, man. The answers done changed by 20 times.
They done changed.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's from an artist standpoint, it's very hard to have your own business together, let alone know the rest of them niggas here.
So I was what was it like when Don't Mess with Texas came out? I think the hottest song was the South Side. It was a dance. And do you feel like the dance really kind of brought more light to you? And basically nowadays everybody's got on a song. If you go to TikTok and they start dancing, it's gonna get it hot. I'm like, oh, that's like Lil KEKE. That's what he got, the dance song. Everybody knows you from the after that. Is that kind of like what changed your career and took it to the next level?
Just being around Southside, since it came out, like I've been through different changes with it, and I didn't always accept that it was the biggest song of my career. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a gangster rapper, I'm a street rapper, I rap about different shit. So that wasn't the biggest song. That ain't mine, but it is it's very, 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 very timeless. And I will tell you now that it's much, much bigger than it was 30 years ago. Way, way crazier. You know what I'm saying? From a money standpoint, from a popularity standpoint, from whatever. So I don't have no choice but to love it now. I think I do love it.
Yeah,
I much more. I own it. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite song was I'm a G. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite song.
Well, even I'm a G, I tell people all the time, that's one of the plainest. That's just a plain rap. People don't know I did that rap about 6-7 times because Faz kept asking me to change. So that's kind of like a plain rap for me. Like from a rapping standpoint, if I'm trying to tell somebody, man, I'm telling you, listen to these skills, it ain't gonna be I'm a G.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's just not skills.
But I love it. It's probably the second biggest song of my career.
Biggest song, working with Birdman.
But you know what I'm saying? So sometimes the biggest songs of your career ain't your favorites. I don't really have a favorite, but them two ain't my favorites though.
Yeah.
From another standpoint they are, but they ain't just my personal favorites.
Yeah, definitely can understand that. So with you coming from Herschelwood, South Park, are you working in the community with like some give backs or some like Christmas toy drives?
Man, that's what I tell people. Yeah, I'm a youth advocate first of all, from sports, and I do that. I'm still big in that. I haven't been able to coach and do it like I want to no more because my kids. I got a senior, about to graduate, so he took a lot of my time from me being able to do it. But I tell people, I do a lot of give backs, man. My thing is, I ain't advertised. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, I don't need the camera for the give backs. You know what I'm saying? Like, if everybody, from January 1st to the next January 1st, if everybody stood up and told how much that I helped or I gave, it'd be real. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people all the time, man, why I can't help you with some great advice? You know what I'm saying? Like that's help too. People think that all help is something that came out of your pocket or something that you gave. Now I get so much help from people who giving me, game and helping me and advising and telling me not to open that door right there and showing me a door to open. So I give a lot, man, and it ain't always money.
Yeah. So do you look at the streams as far as on like YouTube and receiving plaques?
I tell young people all the time, man, stop watching the streams. Stop watching the streams. Stop watching the comments. Just work. You know, man, God gonna bless you. What's for me? I ain't missed nothing that was for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't missed nothing for me. So you see all that? That's the streams.
Yeah, that's the TV stream.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the looks.
Oh yeah.
That's the stream, the videos, the car. That I don't count up nothing.
That ain't.
I added
it ain't
up
coming from that.
Nah, it's coming from that. But I'm saying I'm not watching it by the dollar. It's too strenuous to watch. But that stream if you do 150,000, it's gonna be $8. I don't do none of that.
Focus on your
you know what I do?
hard.
I continue to drop them motherfuckers over and over and over and add them up. And I know one thing, man. In a year time, after I drop 3 of these in a book and this here, hey, it's gonna just stream. It's gonna add up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like people, I tell youngsters all the time, man. Like I'm not always looking for 1 million views on one of them. Like I could drop that We From Texas you just saw. It's 4 million views, or I might go. Game, this, that in 1 month, and all 4 of them is 1 million. It's just
they just got to keep working, and they need to know that. You know,
working.
That they ain't just dropping.
The more you work,
start looking around like, did I make it?
Work, man. The more work you put in, it's gonna come back. I'm big on one of my mottos is God gonna bless your effort. Just continue to put that effort in, man, and count it 365 days later. You drop the song in April, and you steady looking for the residuals and the looks from it all the year. Me, I'm finna drop it in January, April, June, all types of shit. And then I'm gonna look for the residuals of it in February of the next year.
And that's how you work. You got you heard you say book, you got a book, so you tell us a little about the book, Legend Talk that you
it's just me tapping into every different thing that I could about my career. That was on my bucket list to get a book out. I got another one that's gonna be bigger and better. It's no different. I did it like doing an album. Breaking it down, done. I got a great response on it. To be honest, the hardback and the cover, it's not bigger than the
content.
No, the what they call spoken word.
Oh, okay.
Like you can get my book like an album, and you can listen to it like that, and it doing very well.
What streaming platforms is that available?
Wherever,
everything,
just like an album.
Just like an album.
Yeah.
Is it anybody in the industry, as far as a female, that you would want to enter into a relationship with? A lot of rappers these days, they kind of connecting with a woman that's in the industry. So like if you get another celebrity or a woman that raps or that's just in the industry, it seems like that's part of the social circle that they, associate with.
Hey man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm man, listen, man. That question right there had me in all kind of shit.
Oh man,
I'm just playing down, but I'm a you know what, man? To be honest, I'm gonna answer the question. I'm just joking with you. To be honest, I've never really just been that intrigued about being in a relationship with somebody to do exactly what I do. Like I just really have. I'm not saying that I couldn't handle that pressure of doing that such. I'm hell. I don't know if I can handle hell just like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, like if you hell as much as I'm hell behind how I do what I do, we hell. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like to do something. I like for my woman to kind of a little bit offset what I do a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Be able to adapt and adjust and, live in the world that I am, but kind of something that, I can, shit. I ain't saying, I don't think I want to be gone for 3 weeks for shows and you too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be gone for 3 weeks from shows and tell you I'm here. You need to fly down here right quick.
Right.
Now you telling me, I'm in tour in Africa. Oh, shit.
Oh, no, that might not. Yeah,
I don't know. I ain't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? But
so what you got planned for the future? Anything new coming out?
We just got through with 25 Summers. It's doing great. I got a new album on the way last Friday in October. Maybe the first week in November. I'm at it. It's called No Traffic. I'm already almost finished with it right now. So we're gonna shoot the next video next week. So for me, man, I do a little real estate. I got a few properties. I'm into that a little bit. I got the merchandise game is doing very, very well for me. My son, I was able to do it, keep the brand going, and employ some people. That's always big for me to give other people opportunities to work. So with me doing that, so, and you know, tapping into a few other things, but for the music standpoint, I'm just still at it because the getting is good. I wouldn't give up what I'm doing if the demand is very, very high for it. I make great money off of it. I make great alliances off of it. And the music brings more things. You know what I'm saying? It brings more opportunities. So I'm having a great time in the latter part of my career because I finally figured out I got more patience in what I do. And I'm having a great time.
Yeah, okay. Well, man, you know what? Thank you for coming, man. You know,
Appreciate
I want you to give them your Instagrams and your Twitters, your handles, so they can kind of catch up on your YouTube page.
LIL KEKE TV. That's for all the new videos and everything that you see for 25 Summers. And I'm Don Key on everything. DONKE713 on everything. And like I say, new album, No Traffic on the way, LD on the way. And I got a couple surprises. Get ready, some announcements get ready to come up. And I'm just, you know, we're at the end of the year, so it's no need of losing the publication for it. We finna do it right now. But I got some big announcements coming, you know, so stay tuned.
Hey, man, y'all stand by, man. The Streetz is watching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The hottest show in the city right now, man. Don Key, the legend.
Big
Appreciate you coming.
Thank y'all, man. Thank you. Big salute. Yeah.